Let's be totally and brutally honest here. Sean Corbyn makes Valerie Brudov look like Ivan Drago. It's as simple as that. He's beat what's in front of him tonight. He faces me. He's going to visit mental demons again. And let's get something straight. Come to me, mate. You come to me. Next time, ain't no judge is going to be needed. I'm going to do worse than Kovalev. I am going to do worse than Kovalev.
On Saturday night, mate, you better hold it together. I'm going to smash it near you to pieces, mate. I'm going to hit him. When he gets in the ring and we get 10-ounce gloves on, I'm going to smash his head to bits. I'm going to do it November the 30th against all odds. No matter what people say, the journalists write what you want. All as I'll say is tune back in and then look at me on December the 1st when I am world champion. It's as simple as that.
I'm willing to die in that ring. It's as simple as that. I am willing to die. I'm willing to die, Saturday. Is he?
To lead us in this week, we were talking about Joyce against Joseph Parker. Well, let me tell you something. It's pay-per-view, everybody, as you well know. And these two proper hate each other. Joe Joyce has been absolutely scathing all week, starting off with this one.
What message have you got for Joseph Parker ahead of Joyce versus Parker on BT Sport box office September the 24th? I want you to look into that camera there and I want you to scare him, Joe.
Joseph Parker, I'm knocking you out, and you know I am. So anyway, but we'll just let's do the talking in the ring, and let our fist do the talking, and my fist is going in your face.
Bringing that banter.
For fuck's sake.
Bringing that Ali linguistic skills, baby.
It's going to be rough and tough.
Oscar's going to have a tough come down after last night's binge anyway. Jesus
George Joyce,
He's not
man,
a bad lad.
like God help him, like he can't fucking talk to save his life, can he? It's an awful thing to be saying about fighters, like that we worry about how to talk, like. But Jesus Christ, like, if I was the production there, I would have said, "Here, man, come on, we do it again. Just picture you don't like the guy. You're gonna get ready to fight him. Like, say something that's gonna fucking excite. Ooh, my fist's gonna. Ooh, yeah.
Rob Tebbett knows what he's doing there, I think. He's a nice big guy, isn't he, though, Joe Joyce? Good luck to him next weekend, I say.
Was that Rob? That was a stitch up, man.
Yeah, I think it was a stitch up.
Rob.
I think it was a stitch up too. Talking to Joe Kennedy was in touch during the week, and he's come up with a little, what is it, 7 stages from, or whatever it is. Sal Farah to Muhammad Ali. This has been some unrivaled work from Joe Kennedy here. So here we go, Andy. Sal Farah was beaten by Adrian Granat, who was beaten by Otto Wallin, who was beaten by Tyson Fury, who beat Klitschko, who beat Ray Mercer, who got beat by Larry Holmes, who beat none other than Muhammad Ali. 7 steps from Bolivian for the greatest.
Oh,
brilliant.
God.
Brilliant.
Jesus Christ. Get yourself a life. That is incredible work, though. That is incredible work.
Unrivaled.
You should be able to date with the lineal heavyweight crown. Actually, you should be able to go through everybody just about.
Oh, I'd say
do the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely. That's all close to greatness. Talking of greatness, here's Danny Young nominated
this
this
amazing, this, by the way. This
Phone booth fight, Sandy. What's next? Fighting on top of shipping containers over the water. Did you see this?
I seen bits of it, mate. This guy got absolutely fucking.
He was in a state, wasn't he?
Aye, and he couldn't go down because there was nowhere to fall. He was basically standing in the corner of the phone box getting punched the fuck. The Russians, man, are just nuts. They just fucking do anything. You know, they've got a slapping contest, and they're fucking bringing in, fighting in phone booths.
Did you see the fucking guy? One of the guys, he went in there, he had glasses on. He went in, he knocked out 100 fellas in a row. And then the referee said, "Fuck's sake, Superman, you're taking the piss now." Like,
Steve, what you think is a phone booth fight is actually the sad truth of Doctor Who. See, in that booth is not a fight that's going on. It's actually that the doctor is a little rapey and his assistant is fighting to get out.
Why? Okay.
the guard's in there. Sticky in the phone booth with the guard. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a priest, you know.
There he is.
With his painted toenails.
Someone in the fucking chat said the Red Shoe Diaries. Well, how about the No Shoe Diaries? Here comes the goth.
Someone's living the posh life there.
Looks like he's living in that fucking seaside town that the Lost Boys was set in, doesn't he?
Only thing I couldn't stomach about this time is all the goddamn gads.
There he is.
Imagine that. That's the guy now when he's 5 a.m. in Vegas. Do you see the toenails? Got the toenails done.
Oh, he's having a midlife crisis. Like this fella. You can tell the DAZN money's running out. There's Eduardo. I don't know what he's dressed in this time.
He looks like he's dressed in a fucking Crip outfit. You want to watch where he's going in America? God,
Why is he
God
not-
forbid he's the victim of a drive-by.
It's just a web says, why has he only got one sleeve? Fucking hell. $2,000 that thing, do you?
That's a sensational attempt, man. Whatever the fuck it was an attempt at, I don't know, but that is fucking.
If I was judging by his outfit, I think he's trying to pick up a gay Indian.
It looks like some mad
Gay
ritual
Native American
designer.
man, you don't get us cancelled for fuck's sake.
It does.
Damn
It's just some mad ritual design or something like that, you know.
Oh dear. DAZN going from
on,
strength to
technically.
strength anyway. We go again, or more like here we go again.
Oh,
MF
no.
and DAZN. We've got Jay Swingler taking on Churdleys. Let's have a look through the card here. We've got Astrid Wet. She's back again against Keeley. Halal Dam. We've got Slim.
what?
We've got AJ
Astrid
Bunker. We've
Wet.
got Swarms.
So-
Swarms. AG
Who the
Bunker.
fuck are these
At the-
assholes?
At this point, right? At this point, you can stick a fork in the zone, right? Because it's done. Because if they're using fucking porn star celebrity fights to prop up the undercard of their fucking pay-per-view events, it's over, man, right? Just let go. Forget about it, the zone. Where the fuck does Canelo go now, right? Beat the fucking Ghost of Golovkin last night. Quadruple G. Fucking... There's fucking... You're hanging your hopes on a fight that might still not get made in Conor Benn and Eubank. And now you got porn stars. Fuck off, man, will you? Forget about the zone. There's no fights for you.
Well, and they're going up against the Shields Marshall card on that day, so they're obviously not.
Well, I know
searching for a
which
fucking
one I'd be
boxing
watching. Like,
audience.
I won't be watching fucking Astrid Wet. Well, not in the fucking DAZN card anyway.
Bit of Jack Bean, Rob, Ashley Raksu, no?
Rob's
Jack
never
Bean
mind
was in.
YouTube.
Jack Bean
Never
was one
mind
of the
YouTube,
movies
when
he
they
was in.
fucking
I
read.
think, Steve.
Aye. Rob will be watching Astrid Wet fight on YouTube. He'll be watching it on fucking RedTube. That's what he'll be doing.
So,
Jay,
Red Tube Diaries.
fucking Jay Swingler looks like he's a fucking Chechen mercenary, and fucking Churdleys looks like he's gonna come to your door and have to tell you about why he's a sex offender.
Oh, brilliant spot, Rob, man. Astrid Wet taking out Jack Bean live on DAZN.
Rough times.
You wouldn't get that off Joe Kennedy. No shots.
Oh. Anyway, we're moving on. Sonny Davis says if you click on Harold Graham's Wikipedia page and find his boxing record, you'll find an opponent, James Cook. However, when clicking on his name, you get redirected to the British explorer, navigator, cartographer, and captain in the British Royal Naval, no less, Matty. So Wikipedia isn't quite the resource we all thought it to be last week.
Thank God he never fought someone named Earl Sandwich.
Exactly. Hopefully everybody can hear me still. The internet seems like it's playing up a little bit, but here's Marcos
Kids
Villegas.
don't listen for
Did you hear
shit.
those crickets, Steve? Did you hear them?
Hey, I had fucking 3 bangers in a row, Rob. You got to throw it against the wall to see what sticks. I had
Like after
2
West.
fucking bangers.
What's a banger?
What? It's what you fucking have with your potatoes, you piece of shit.
We call them tatties, mate.
They're just getting through. Oh dear. What about this one then? Canelo worn down Calzaghe and stopped him.
Aye, right. Sorry, well, fucking hell. What weight are we talking about? 668? Nah, it's just not happening. He's nowhere in doing Calzaghe, mate. Calzaghe's chin was good, and his fucking stamina was godly, and he could fucking fight at a fair like for 12 rounds. So I don't think so.
I have a feeling Canelo gets a decision.
Oh, aye, it goes without saying.
Not only that, I mean, let's talk about like stylistically, like what would absolutely give Canelo fits. A guy that throws a lot of punches from really weird angles, gets in and out quickly. Oh my God, have we seen that before? Fucking Calzaghe's a nightmare for Canelo, you fucking idiot.
Absolutely. Engine, stamina, work rate, a lot, exactly.
Kiss the muscles.
Eubank Jr. here, Matty. 24 days until me and Ben scrap for all the marbles. I'm not, maybe literal marbles they're talking about. I'm not sure what else is on the line.
All the marbles. Nobody's taking the time to explain to him what that means.
Is this car called the Marbles?
Must be. I'm not really sure what's going on there. Anyway, Down in Oz, Paul Gallen, Origin Rumble, finally took place on September the 15th. He fought 2 people on the same night. I think he actually got knocked down by one of them at one point. Justin
by the
Hodges
way,
and Ben Hannant.
I
Yes.
just noticed that those 2 fights were actually 4-2s, 2-minute rounds. So fighting the women's rules there apparently.
Uh-huh.
Well, maybe he can fight Ebony Bridges for 2 minutes. That'd be good, wouldn't it?
She's been annoying
It's
Aussie.
Australia.
Aussie fucking hates her, man.
Who would you take in a handicap match between Paul Gallen against Ebony Bridges and Father Dave?
Ooh.
I'd love to see it. Things I'd love to see.
He's a priest, you know. Yeah.
Street
rolling
justice.
down on
Father David is street justice.
There's Joseph Parker. He's set to star in his debut on-screen performance as the Kiwi in Romeo Hotel 11, a 4-part drama series. So Jay Wilson is an in-debt school teacher, finds himself struggling to balance his work and home life. This is where it gets into fantasy now for Parker. When a county line drug gang extort him for money, Jay runs out of options and is forced to hire a contract killer, only known as the Kiwi, Joe Boxer Parker.
Oh my god. Fuck
Must be difficult to maintain your home life in those circumstances, all right?
Horrendous.
Horrendous indeed. Steve Bunce tweeting out before, I think this was on Thursday evening, 2 nights of live boxing on British television, 2 British title fights, over 1 million viewers. Starts tonight with BT Sport and continues tomorrow with Channel 5. Forget the hype, the lies and the fakes. Proper boxing. Enjoy. So here we are. Forget the hype, the lies and the fakes. Over 1 million viewers and the fights haven't even taken place yet.
Everybody forget the hype and the lies and the fakes because Jade can't.
Oh, he's brutal, isn't he? What else we got here? Troy Williamson going in against David Benitez, Andy. I think it's fair to say Benitez has seen better days. Look at the fucking state of him.
Who's his manager like? If you got some graphics, man, high definition pixel photos you could send over for the flyer. Yeah, I have the very one.
He's just finished a sparring session. He's got a face like a bag of spanners. Fucking Jesus, man. He's come out the ring and got his fucking picture taken during a victory fucking picture or something like that, you know.
Hey, we need an
Troy
opponent
Williamson
for
looks like
Williamson.
Neymar, doesn't he?
We need an opponent for Williamson. Why don't you grab that guy who's going through the dumpster over there?
And the thing is, I was sitting watching the 2 German Trotter brothers there, by the way, last night. What a fucking shower of fakes they are, by the way.
Dan and
Just
Rodney.
conning.
That's what I was thinking.
Callie Snifferland. And fucking Missy, whatever you fucking what you call him. Fuck me, man. Haven't they put on a decent card for Channel 5 yet? I don't think,
For
mate.
fuck's sake, they're a state, aren't they?
Garbage. Bring back Mick. Where's Mick? Bring him back.
But
Mick
your man
Hennessy, man. All's
Benitez.
forgiven.
Oh, God. Anyway, Joe Markowski. You have to be a subscriber to buy the pay-per-view, says Joe Markowski, the homeless hobbit himself. Imagine wheeling him out for anything serious. This fella who once said that it would never be pay-per-view. Let's listen to the evidence right now.
In the UK. Am I presuming that in the UK the Gennady Golovkin fight is not pay-per-view either? The Canelo Triple G fight, if it happens, it won't be a pay-per-view in the UK.
Thanks for that, Joe.
Get a life. Fucking bringing that back up.
You can one of my tweets for a few years back. Remember when DAZN announced their subscription payment changes or increases, and I messaged them saying, "Look, I can't wait for your pay-per-view for those premium events you're going to be putting on." And they come back to us and says there is no plans at the present moment to introduce pay-per-view in DAZN in UK or Ireland. Luckily, fucking 6 weeks later, what happens? We're announcing the pay-per-view league, baby. Fucking hell. I'll bring it up later on my picks as well, because the whole outlay last night was fucking horrendous.
Was. Looked as bad as this, Andy, you'd think.
Oh, what is that?
4'9" warrior.
Is that the offspring of fucking baby Jake McLala there, by the way?
How far away are they?
What the fuck?
The one over there are far away.
Jesus.
How the fuck did I miss this? And you know he's actually like an adult because he has a receding hairline.
What weight was that at, by the way? Just out of curiosity.
I have no idea.
Fucking stay that.
Like the baby
Well-
growth, you know?
Well, if it was a catch weight, I know who came up.
These boxes are close. The ones over there are far away.
We're bolting, we're balmy, we're on the bit tonight.
Oh my god, Channel 5. No, it wasn't Channel 5, it was BT, wasn't it? Anyway, Matthew Butters is in the chat tonight. It says, what's the odds on this failing within a year? What a hater. DAZN Bet, a new name in sports betting. There for you, Matty. The journey starts now. Free £5 bet. Free £5 bet, Matty.
Matt,
Well,
you need to get all over that one, mate.
Sometimes they give you like these big bonuses when you join up for a small amount of money. So like, I don't know, I might throw 25 if they give me like a free $200 or something.
Free £5 bet, Matty.
With the money that the zone's losing on
We're
fights,
getting to the
fighters
truth
these
now.
days, mate, we'll get to the issue, but you can actually reinflate them with the fucking money that you fucking bet.
We're getting to the truth now. You see this? These fucking gamblers are sneaky. You have to watch them. You have to fucking analyze the statements. Last week, a few minutes ago, he was like, "Oh, I spent $10." Now he's like, "I'll throw 25 if they're going to give me free 200 bets." Look at him.
It's to open the account. I'm not saying I'm going to boo a $25 bet. I'm going to get the free bets.
I
that
know
they
what
have.
you're saying,
Yeah.
buddy. I know what you're saying, buddy.
Yeah.
It's okay.
No, it's not okay. It's not okay. This has been pick on Matty day to day. Like, guys are picking on my
fucking every Sunday.
scorecard.
Shut up. Get over it.
Ryan Ormerod's being a dick and telling you guys to fire me in the chat. This has been a very, very
You deserve to be fired for that 140.
Fire the host. Yeah, good idea.
That 114 scorecard, mate. Fucking hell. You have a committee meeting about this.
He could just fire
I
us
didn't want to
get,
be
like-
shocked, and I wasn't shocked. You guys were shocked. Live your life shocked.
He could just fire us against economics and Joe Kennedy, and nobody would be able to tell the difference.
Steve would be laughing constantly like he was at a Kevin Bridges concert.
Yeah.
Or something like that, you know?
yeah, loving it. Me slapping it all in the background.
Oh, well said, Danny Young. Well said. Yeah,
That was it.
analysing.
Danny Young was the fucking. Danny Young was the fucking Aussie. Danny Young was the missing Aussie. So we had Aussie Andy and Rob, fake Aussie Andy and Rob, and fake Maddie.
Here, Rob, you mentioned
Already
about
lost
analysing.
Oz to cricket. What more
Oh,
do
we
you
lost
fucking
him to cricket.
The season will be finishing shortly. Don't worry about it.
You
We're back.
mentioned about analysing behaviour, Rob. I couldn't help but laugh when I saw Anthony Croller in Marcus Morrison's corner on Friday night, giving him advice on the jab and where to find Maddie.
Hey, Maddie McCann.
Richard
Oh,
D. Hall.
Richard D.
Remember
Hall,
last time
innit?
he was on the fucking? He had the jacket and everything, the hair cut. It's fucking brilliant. If you know Richard D. Hall like that, is the fucking. But anyway, unbelievable.
Brilliant stuff.
Fucking, let's get to the bottom of the fucking Rendleshall UFO mystery. This is what we fucking need to find out. I was like, give me instructions when you're trying to fight it.
Oh man, right, let's get it together. Andy, with one from you here. Canelo, I really wanted the Bivol rematch, but Hearn said we had contract to fight Golovkin, so there you go.
Oh, there we go, mate. So probably, you know how Eddie likes to make these deals. So yeah, probably got myself tied into it. We were like Oscar did with Canelo, that he had to try and get the Golovkin fight made, and they ended up kind of like signing them off basically. So yeah, I don't think Eddie or Canelo want that rematch, to be fair.
Absolutely not. Dominic nominated Prince Charles. King Charles, maybe now he is. Charles Martin eyes Joshua. I want to show him that he never fought the real me. he's a character, isn't he?
Fucking Charlie's in charge now, boys.
He's back.
Was the real him the one who got splattered by fucking Luis Ortiz? Or fucking no, we don't know. This is the real him now.
Charles Martin, he looked so awful in that fight against Joshua. I mean, he was so frightened. He looked like a fucking rapist or fucking victim staring the rapist down in court.
He's thinking about during that fight. All he's thinking about $4 million coming my way, baby. I'm a million there after this fight's finished.
Sleeping on a big bed of money. Knock me out, Joshua. I'm going to land on a big bed of money.
Dude, like if I was making that much money, I would have just dove in with all fucking sorts of zeal. Like, fuck it, knock me out. I'm not gonna like sit there like a bitch on the outside.
No, but hang is, Matty, you would need to have a go because you end up having cries for having to have your fucking payment withheld because of non-effort.
If he'd have knocked me out,
non-effort.
I'd have been in the fucking dressing room swimming in the money like Scrooge McDuck. I wouldn't give a fuck if I got Charles Martin's money back.
I mean, do you see the
I
effort
miss-
we put in for $4.49 from our friend Ricky Gravel? Like, look at the effort we give in for that fucking money. Do you imagine what we would do for millions of dollars? It would be insane.
Exactly, mate. It'd be
Rob and I would
debauchery.
be sober. It would be amazing.
I'd even follow Ricky Gravel on Twitter for millions of dollars.
we would all rent our asses out for fucking millions of dollars, mate. Cash, of course.
Well, he
No
did pretty
tax.
much, didn't he?
We'd
He
have
said,
his own fucking saying all the bit with Tony Bellew right beside him, man. If the money was right, I'd be right beside him saying this is a great domestic clash. This is what boxing needs. This is the zone. Sign
Yeah.
up.
The Zone. Javante Davis needs to come to a platform like the Zone ASAP. No fights for
Absolutely,
you
it
at
does.
Showtime, baby.
Nope, nothing doing. I needs to get over to the zone with Oscar. Oscar says the truth is everyone is afraid of speaking the truth. The fight was a fucking dud. GGG was old ass fuck and Canelo can't hold up Hopkins' jockstrap. Hashtag.
Fucking hell, man. That proving was quality last night. I noticed it was quite early during the day. It was like midday for us, so he was still fucking partying, mate. He was still going strong.
What's
But
with the owl emoji? Is that fucking Illuminati shit? What's he getting at there?
I don't know, mate. He's maybe seen the owls outside. That's what's probably happening. You know, he's probably kind of wandering about the street, seeing owls in the trees, that type of stuff. And that,
I've seen.
Maybe say Golovkin is an owl lad. I don't know.
Rob, I've seen that look, Rob. It's when you remove it from her mouth and shoot it in her eye.
Which true.
Anyway.
That was thing about it.
Banger number 5, motherfuckers. Banger
For
number
fuck's
5.
sake. Oh, wait till the algorithms find this.
Count them as bangers. Fucking hell. That's where we are.
Anyway, talking of bangers, Oscar improved as the night went on. Someone said, David Earthley said, you're up early. Coke hasn't worn off, I see. And Oscar says, obviously you're speaking Roa, your daughter. I'm the mirror. I'm the mirror. What the fuck?
In the mirror, there's a mirror there somewhere, all right.
Oscar's
Pocket
probably
mirror
in the middle
on
with
the
his fucking
table.
fishnets and his fucking high heels on the gun. That's what he's doing. Snorting lines off his missus' fucking titties or something like that.
Can we go to Isaac Lowe for a translation?
Obviously you're speaking Roa, your daughter. I'm the mirror.
Can't feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it.
You just know Oscar was feeling no pain when he sent that shit, by the way. But right now, the fear and the come down off that shit is going to be horrendous. He's going
Who
to be
knows what was on that mirror, Andy?
He's going through his phone right now looking for receipts, and he's like, "Oh shit! Oh fuck me! Oh no way!"
Hotel California comes on the radio, tears stream down his face.
I'm wondering, is that a text he meant to send to someone and just fucking tweeted the guy by accident because he was like fucking in the wrong fucking app? Speaking road to your daughter, man.
Hey, Warrior Web. Oscar's going to be found in a hotel cupboard hanging with his fucking hanging while wearing tights. I could literally see that happen, by the way. The guy's a fucking, he's another degenerate fuckwit, by the way.
This carries on to the Shane Mosley thing. What is it with the two of these? Get off the fucking social media. I don't want to remember you like this. I want to remember you as great fighters, not a fucking absolute whack job. But in fairness, he was onto something with the first tweet, but the second one needs investigation.
Hey, Big A has a tweet just for you, or has a comment just for you there, Rob. Bohemian Grove Oscar.
Worshiping Moloch. Worshiping Moloch there.
How old is Roa's daughter, by the way? That's what we need to know. Oscar's
I don't know.
We don't want to know.
I'd say there was a straw by that mirror, though.
Exactly.
Oh, aye.
On the mirror.
Once upon a time, it was a rolled up 100. Might be a rolled up 5 still, but times are tough.
A rolled up 5, so you can join up to the zone betting.
Hey, Matty, did you hear? Matty, did you hear that the British notes are not getting changed for the Queen's face on it?
Yeah,
because there's plenty of Charlie on the notes and that throughout Britain, you know. So.
I heard there's a large contingent of Australians who are trying to get Steve Irwin on the new money instead of Charles.
You're on one tonight, man. Anyway,
no, that was real. That's real, Steve.
Is it?
Yeah. There's Aussies who want Steve Irwin over fucking Charles on their money.
Oh well. Anyway, talking of Aussies, Eddie Hearn has won a purse bid. Pleased to win the purse bid for the big All-Australian World Title clash between Ebony Bridges and Shannon O'Connell. Date and venue announced soon.
Why was everyone so shocked when he died, by the way, Steve Irwin? They're also fucking surprised he died. He went fucking going around sticking his head in crocodile's fucking mouth for fucking 25 years. He gets caught by a stingray. Everyone's like, oh, can't believe it.
Hey, man.
He's asking for it.
Mate,
Fuck's sake.
Hey, man.
I wonder how much Eddie Hearn fucking bid on that purse bid for the Ebony Bridges fucking fight. I can guarantee it'll be like a discount for fucking buying a council house. Fucking about 10 grand possibly to fucking make that fight.
No, I'm gonna say.
Fucking shite. He's
Anyway,
fucking
sorry.
out there pleased to win the purse bid. And what does Ebony Bridges say, Steve? Have you got her comment? Rob
Not
might,
sure if I
Rob
have.
might want to,
Oh,
might
yeah,
want to
yeah,
come
yeah.
in here.
No, what did you, I don't think I've
Know
got
your
that one.
worth, baby. Know your worth.
She's gone from hero to villain quickly, hasn't she? Because she dispelled the fucking,
Courtney.
the face of women's boxing. Who's what kind of face?
Can't
Women's
make weight
boxing.
because
Shannon Courtney.
it's a heavy flow that week.
Yeah, and Ebony kind of became the star, and she beat up that Argentinian one, and she pretended to support Leeds, and she was a kind of a cult figure on the pod. But like now, she's behaving as if like she's fucking like this big money draw. Like, what is she on about? Like she said Eddie purposely won this purse bid because #know your worth. He's not bidding against fucking Al Heyman and Bob Arum. It's some fucking pop-up promotional company in Australia that he won the fucking purse bid against. And he didn't even say fucking delighted to win. He said, pleased to win that, not as if I was fucking up against anybody. She's fighting a one called Shannon O'Connell. She hasn't even got a Twitter, the one she's fighting, right? It's not as if it's fucking Crawford Spence. Like, know your worth. What? This fight is worth shit. You're getting more than you fucking deserve for this fight, if you ask me. Absolute fucking trash. Honest to God. Like, who does this one think she is? And what's wrong with these? Do you know what? I used to not be annoyed by the fucking guys who were in the trade on it. But what is wrong with these fucking guys who are worshipping this one? Like, get a fucking life.
Guys, they're actually buying the gear, though, mate.
So, I got an idea, Rob. Check this out. Just hear me out. The Ebony Bridges Appreciation Society should all have a minimum of $20 to put in to do a purse bid for Ebony Bridges, and whichever one of them puts in the most money, the fight gets to be in their garden.
Well, some of them I heard were doing purse bids, other were doing like bra bids, sock bids, different type of bids.
The fight to be in their dungeon, more like.
I hope she gets her money and all that. Like, but when she's coming out with stuff like that, it's just like, who the fuck do you think you're the fool with this shit? She's fighting a one like nobody's ever heard of the one. I think it's an Australian girl as well, Shannon O'Connell or something like that, or O'Connor or something. But nobody's heard of this one you're fighting. What are you talking about? The purse bid was purposely fucking won at a high price because know your worth. You could have got that fucking fight for a meal and a hot shower. Get me it's not able to.
Father Dave Promotions.
Father Dave could have put that fight on.
Yeah.
You just could have got the fucking, the week's takings for the silver platter, at the chapel on Sunday, and just fucking use that to buy the fight. Fucking $20 would have been enough.
Oh, Father Dave. Anyway, moving on. Dave Portney. Last time Julio Cesar Chavez watched Coco pre-fight. Tonight he's watching Despicable Me. Sitting on the Wii screens. What a legend.
Oh, fucking hell.
Tell you what, right? No one's going to fucking tell Chavez that's a poor choice.
Greg, how would they do it again anyway? Tell you that much.
That's for fucking sure.
Minions muy bueno.
Tyan Booth just accidentally drank his own piss live on YouTube.
Oh, fucking hell. What is he doing?
Pissing into the Echo Falls bottle, wasn't it?
Oh, did they fucking do it by accident, or did they?
Well,
man.
Supposedly accident, but
I bet that was a bit tangy,
So he's down with the Ingles, isn't he? Tyan, so
bit of sweat in there.
Yeah, if you're willing to do that, it's not going to seem like a big deal when a chick pees on you.
I forgot about that Dominic Ingle freaking drinking that.
Belly of the week for Mark Castro's box rec photo. Like a computer-generated Elon Musk.
Look at that. That hair looks fake, mate, and that face looks like, Oh my god.
He got dazed in the corner before, and they were saying to him,
"What's that horse, man?"
And
There's the guard in the top corner, anyway.
You fucking cracked
What's
that
going
open.
on with this fella, man? Does he look like this normally? Like, or is this just?
No, I don't know what's going on there.
You crack that open, you're gonna get a fucking yolk and a white.
He looks like just a really bad sketch of someone. You know, if fellas in art are really bad doing the portraits, that's what he looks like, doesn't he? Look at his big
A
mouth
street
and all, and
portrait.
his small fucking.
Oh,
That's a contest we should have, Steve. Is we should have our and for a free entry into the contest for the Conlon fan pack. Find us what you think is the most hilarious box rec profile picture for a fighter and send them to us. Like
I do not remember
think
that.
that'd be great to go through.
That is a good idea. There's some good ones out there I've found over the years, like that guy who's about 70 years old. Yeah.
Aye, what was they two guys? Remember the two guys from South America in their 50s or 60s, and they're like were fighting for like the 5th time.
Yeah, I can't remember who they were now, but yeah, we'll have to try
There's
and
an
find
Argentinian heavyweight fighting for the Argentinian heavyweight, something Omar Basilia or something like that. He's got spectacular tattoo.
Oh, Omar Basile, yeah, who fought Nikolai Valiev. Yeah,
that's the one. Aye, fucking state that man.
Poor Tai Tu Ni Win looks like that bloke that Rob buys his opium from.
Opium. Opium. I
had to make the drug like for the culture of the person. Okay, he's from Southeast Asia. What do you want? I didn't choose what grows well there.
Rob by the fucking Bob Hopian.
Danny Young, Bellew of the Week nomination for my old man. I mentioned that the pod was doing Chicks with Dig now to him, and his response was, "That reminds me of being in Thailand." I had to say it was about women's boxing, and his response was, "Oh, I see what you mean. Caught red-handed."
Oh, mate, I was, mate. I'll add a wee bit to this. So I was actually in, Danny was in Riga with his dad for the Usyk Beres fight, and I was with him in the bar, and his dad was telling me some stories about this Thai bird, and his dad's name's Ricky, right? And you know how sometimes
everyone's got to know who he is now anyway.
Aye. Well, the thing is though, because the woman couldn't pronounce the R's properly, so they called him Licky. I was like, Licky,
long time.
Me, Licky,
we're learning more about Danny's old man by the week here. Shout out to
good
Mr.
man,
Young.
Ricky.
Yep, good lad is Danny.
So this is Ricky Johnson who lives on 14th Street, Andy.
No, Ricky Young. It's Danny's dad, mate. Danny's dad, big Arsenal fan, but I can't say too much, man. I'll leave it to Danny to tell you.
You just have to give it a fucking photo fit description.
Yeah, no, but I didn't get into the details. It was a serial shagger, you know. So
Jesus Christ,
Ricky loves the Thai birds. Big Arsenal fan. Danny Young's there. You know him.
Oh, he's a gunner, mate. He's a gunner after all, isn't he? Got gun that, mate. She got to gun it.
Anyone who knows who Donnie is off of this is going to tie him to the N-word now too. I mean, it's just these things you say.
Donnie will not care. Final one from me then.
Fucking idiot.
Scotty Cardle came in with a good hot take. He said, "Performance enhancement drugs enhances maybe your endurance, strength, speed. It don't enhance your talent. Give Canelo the credit he deserves."
Yeah.
He hasn't put that one through, has he?
You sick bastards. What's the matter with you?
Oh, by the way, I just noticed Oscar's deleted that tweet as well.
Oh.
So well done for catching the screenshot because he's
not here. He hasn't.
Exactly.
We'll never forget.
Exactly.
Anyway, what have we got here?
By the way, for the listeners, you can go.
Sorry.
Man. Yeah. You can go for the listeners. You can catch the fucking. If you ever want to go back to, we'll never forget. It's episode 299 because I was looking up some clips for the fucking 500 that I got to save to Steve. But it's one of the fucking funniest. Ozzie Smith, man, when he says, "Who's sitting at home thinking that bastard Tony Bellew's demonizes?" Is fucking unbelievable. One of the funniest moments ever on the pod. Like, but anyway, sorry, I digress. Go ahead.
No, all good. We'll fish that out in time. Yeah, this is the Eubank one, Andy. I uploaded it, but I didn't have a chance to watch it yet. So if you've got any sort of precursors, let me know.
I'll let you know, mate. Remember that grass that used to run about London on the bike, videoing celebrities or people on their phone while driving the cars? He caught out Guy Ritchie. I don't know if anybody remembers it. Anyway, this is this guy who's caught Mr. Chris Eubank on his phone in his car. Now, if it was me getting caught out like that and this cunt's filming me, I'd have been out of the car fucking swapping hands. Eubank just takes it in his stride. So I'll let you watch it.
Excellent. Let's see here.
Film you using it, and you get 6 points.
Yeah.
Did you read about Guy Ritchie?
I didn't actually. I read about David Beckham.
That was some other random person, but I was the one who got Guy Ritchie. I didn't even know who he was.
Right.
Are you famous? I wouldn't know who you are either.
I'm just a guy. Speaking, how may I help? You happy now?
Yeah, but you shouldn't be holding it, should you?
Hi. Go away. Go away.
You shouldn't be holding it, should you?
I'm an officer. Hi.
You're a police officer.
Yeah, off you go.
Should you be holding your phone?
Off you go.
No? I'll stay here.
Can you put me through
Through a red light? Because he's distracted on the phone?
Fucking wee grass. Stiffly wee shite. Hope he gets ran out by a fucking bucket lorry or something like that.
Why is that guy bothering him in the first place? What a fucking dick.
Because he's just one of those people that goes about London, mate, and he's just like tries to catch people out, grasses them up, gets them on video, grasses them at the cops, and gets a license taken off them for driving with their phone or whatever and that. Fucking
What
hell.
a bastard, man. Who do that? Like, what the fuck? Like, I know road safety and all. Don't have your phone on so in case you kill someone. But if you're driving a fucking Rolls Royce, you can do what you want. Basically, that's the rules. Everybody knows it.
He's sitting stationary at his fucking time, though.
Top down on his fucking Bentley. Piss off, man. Will you stop annoying me with your camera?
I want Chris Eubank against him in the next DAZN pay-per-view celebrity match.
Be careful what you wish for. Desperate times, Matthew.
Desperate measures.
Exactly. Desperate times call for desperate measures. That's all the ones that I've got. Any from you, Matty?
The folks on DAZN calling Triple G Triple H at one point in time. That was pretty good. I swear to God, I caught Diamante called him Triple V too. I swear to God, I heard him say that.
Triple V. Fuck me.
But I could be wrong. It just kind of caught me. Lip syncing the Cossack national anthem was pretty classic too. Really got into it.
He was good, wasn't he?
Yeah, he definitely put his body into that performance. He sold it. Definitely sold it.
At least one Kazakh sold out everything they had in the night, anyway.
There you go. And I think just those faux pas from the show last night. That's all I got.
Perfect. Thank you, Matty. Any more from you, Andy? I know you've thrown in a few already.
Yeah, just the one, mate. I can think of if I can recall anyway. Just the DAZN UK pay-per-view thing there last night. I didn't pay for it, as you know, but it just looked absolutely terrible. You couldn't hear the crowd that much. You couldn't hear Diamante doing the introductions. You couldn't hear the corners in between rounds very clearly. And you had Mannix doing Roman interviews in the corner. You couldn't even fucking hear it. And there's people complaining up the wazoo about the state of the interview or the quality, basically, the people who paid for it. They peeled out Nick Holland for fucking comms. What happened to Costello? I thought Costello was the man for the fucking commentators these days. So yeah, I just thought the whole thing was just shit and amateurish. And there was one person actually complained to me saying that at the 7th round mark, the stream jumped for the 7th round to the fucking decision. So he knew straight away who won the fucking fight. He's like, fuck it, and didn't even bother watching the rest of it. So he was fucking raging. So I just put all around, and I maybe just put one in for myself, just for future, just for future, because there was a wee bit of hope. I know Rob's not going to be too hopeful, but I'm hoping that Crawford Spence seems to be on the fucking go. So if that is the case, you can imagine Andy Patterson is going to be fucking dancing up down the fucking street to Marvin Gaye's "Got to Give It Up." Because I'll be fucking loving that one, baby. I'll be
Great
fucking
song.
swinging it a bit, baby. Bring it on. Bring it, fuck it. I cannot wait. And if that fight happens,
no, it's done in here.
I'll not get to it, but I will be up for it. Don't you fucking worry about that.
Yeah.
See, I was afraid given the picture you pulled up and Andy was talking. I thought Andy was going to say, I think Jim McDonald might be my real father. I didn't know where you were going. I had no idea, but he has that full head of hair. I should have known better. Yeah,
you're going to have to readjust to being a loyalist, so I don't know how you're going to deal with that one. But anyway.
You need to learn the what's God say the king first. That's what you need to do.
Any from you, Rob, please?
Yeah, but just I said today it's too late to cut, obviously, but it's the listeners should go to Floyd's Instagram, man. He's back with the baby goats again on his weekly online gamble pick, and he's feeding these goats money $100 bills, putting them in their mouth and all. And like I started to think then, could Anthony Crolla do a fucking documentary about how fucking Oscar and Floyd sacrificed their souls to the Illuminati because Floyd's wearing a big red t-shirt where he has this baby goat. It's like, can we find a Baphomet in the fucking TMT logo or something like that to make this interesting? Oscar's tweeting out the fucking Owl of Moloch, and Floyd is fucking sacrificing baby goats just to fucking win a sports bet. So it's about the height of it for me.
This is your Bielsa dud bet of the week.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant stuff. Right, okay, let's quickly recap them here. Fuck, I didn't realise it was 11:10. My missus going bonkers here. Anyway, let's get on quickly.
She's waiting for you, mate. She's waiting for you.
I flipped my ass. She's waiting to knock my bollocks in like your story from earlier, Andy. I think. That's about all there is to it. So yeah, shout out to Joe for that one from Saul Farah. We had the phone booth. We had the guard with his painted toenails. We had Eddie wearing whatever that was. DAZN just being themselves. We had Sonny Davis about James Cook. We had Marcos Villegas talking about Canelo Calzaghe. We had Ben and Eubank. We had the Australians. We had Joe Parker playing a fictional drug-dealing contract killer in no way related to real life. We had Steve Bunce talking about fights and viewerships that had yet to happen. We had Williamson fighting Leo Santa Cruz if he had about 90 fights and ended up at light heavyweight. We had the homeless Hobbit, Joe Markowski. The actual Hobbit in the ring on Friday night. We had DAZN with their £5 bet trying to entice Matty in. We've got Canelo. We've got Prince Charles. We've got Oscar. What else have we got here? We've got Eddie Hearn winning purse bids. We've got Chavez watching Despicable Me. We've got Tyon drinking his piss. We've got Mark Castro. We've got Danny Young's dad. Scotty Cardle and the videos. Joe Joyce calling out Parker. We had Joe Markowski and Chris Eubank as well. Quite a lot this week. Matty, who are you going for out of that motley crew?
Man, that's really tough, but I think I have to go with the Joe Parker, playing Joe Parker in a movie, but not really realizing the whole thing of it all. I think that's just pretty good, all in all.
Excellent. Joe Parker featuring in Romeo Hotel 11. Who are you going for, Andy?
Oscar de la Coco, mate.
Yeah, that's who I'm going for as well.
It's too easy, mate. You see what I'm saying? See, like, he's got the come down fear now, mate. He's deleting tweets. He's just realised that it's fucking too late now, baby. So Twitter never forgets, you know.
Oh, I thought it was brilliant. Obviously, you're speaking, Roa, your daughter. I'm the mirror.
But that's going to be my pick as well. Like, obviously, because I must say this, but like, it's kind of tragic in it. Like, that Oscar is in this state because he's clearly meant to send that message to somebody. Like, he's not talking back to the guy that's fucking said that to him on Twitter. Like, he's got to say that's why he's deleted it. Like, or maybe he's fucking sent it back to the guy on Twitter. Either way, it's as fucking scary as the next scenario. Like, so Oscar was obviously hyped up for the fights last night, and he probably had a better time watching them than most of us because it was a fucking stinker.
Oh, mate, that was terrible to watch.
Yep, certainly was. Congratulations, though, Oscar. He enjoyed himself nonetheless. You are the Bellew of the Week for episode 492.